Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Gurp Dhaliwal from Captur-eyes Studio. Thank you so much for joining me for today's tutorial. This tutorial is actually going to be an Indian bridal look. So what you want to do first is moisturize the skin and apply some shadow shields underneath the eyes. And then I'm going to go in with a brown shadow by Makeup Geek, and this is called Cocoa Bear. And you're just going to work this into the upper crease with a fluffy brush. And it's okay to be a little bit messy because everything's going to blend out. And then on top of that, I'm going to take Bitten by Makeup Geek and just layer that right on top of that Cocoa Bear shade that we put down. Underneath the brows, we want to take a lighter shade, so I'm taking Beaches and Cream and applying that. And then for the lid, I'm going to be mixing these two shades together and just apply that all over. And a good trick is to just lift the eyebrow like this, and it's just going to help you get into every little crease. For the outer corners, I did want a little bit of drama with this look, so definitely go in and apply some dark shadow. If you don't want to go in with black, you can use a deeper brown. And I'm just applying this along the edges of that shadow shield because it's going to create that perfect crisp line. I wanted to add a little extra something to the lid, so I'm taking this bronzing powder from Mica Beauty and applying that onto the lid. And I did wet the brush with some Fix Plus. It's just going to help it be a lot more vibrant. So go ahead and apply that and then just blend out the edges. And then I'm going to take off the shadow shields and apply the winged liner. I personally like to freehand my winged liner. If you are a beginner, go ahead and leave the shadow shields on and just draw along the edges of the shadow shield. So when you peel off that edge, it's going to give you that beautiful crisp line and you have no mess and a perfect winged line. I decided to go with lashes that are very dramatic, and these are the House of Lashes in Iconics. And now moving on to the face, I'm going to be taking Professional by Benefit. I really like this primer because it helps fill in any pores and really smooths up the skin. For some color correction, I am taking this orange concealer by LA Girl. And in all honesty, I didn't really like how this concealer was. I felt like it was very runny and really orange. I would suggest maybe picking up a product that's a bit more salmon, or just going with a total different orange concealer with a different consistency. Underneath the eyes, I'm taking the NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard and Medium 1 and just applying that underneath the eyes in a triangular shape. This is really going to give us the illusion of higher cheekbones. And just for an added highlight, you can add this down the center of the nose, the chin, and in the middle of the eyebrows. To add some definition to the face, you definitely want to do this for an Indian look. If you're working on someone or even on yourself, you can add some cream contour. If you're not a fan of this, skip it all together and move on to powder contour instead. I'm just adding a little bit of this along the general contour areas and then blending everything out. Underneath the eyes, I'm going to be setting everything with a powder. You definitely want to do this if you're using any cream products. And then I'm going in with the Anastasia contour kit and making sure I set all of the cream contour areas. Moving on to the brows, I am using this Ardell medium brown pomade, and I'm just using the brush that comes with it. I like it because it has a spoolie on one end and the angled brush on the other end, so you don't need to pull out two different brushes for this. And I also like making the front of the brows a bit lighter and the outer corners a bit darker, so it just kind of gives that slight ombre effect. Underneath the eyes, on the waterline and on the skin underneath, I was going for a very dramatic look, so I am taking the Modus Cosmetics Little Black Dress Gel Liner, and I will leave all the information down below of where you can purchase that. And then I'm going to be smudging it out with a brush as well because I really wanted that dramatic look, and I didn't just want a straight edge. I would rather put it on and then blend it out and just make sure everything was nice and smooth. So go ahead and do that. And then also for the inner corners, I wanted to add just a pop of blue because I wanted it to reflect through the jewelry as well. So I'm taking this felt liner by Pure Cosmetics. For the cheeks, I'm going to be taking Gingerly by MAC and applying that onto the cheeks. And you just want something that's a little bit of like a dusty rose. So go ahead and apply that. I'm just using an angled blush brush for this. And then for the lips, I'm going to be lining them with Ever by NYX Cosmetics and then filling it in with Stolkhom, also by NYX Cosmetics, and it's just the perfect nudish color. Thanks guys for watching. As always, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot more tutorials like this one coming up. And leave a request down below if you'd like to see something else. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one.